I wanted to do a separate video on self-care. Now, a lot of the mobilizations and drills that we've been doing involve two components. There's the soft tissue mobilization component, where you're using your hands to move various portions of your body, your feet, your hands, that kind of thing. And we might use a ball or something similar to aid us with those mobilizations. These can either be done in an unloaded format, or we can do them in a loaded format where we're using body weight or part of our body weight to help us with those drills. Now, there are three further ways that you can do your self-care at home. And that's why I wanted to do this video separately, so that you can have this as a resource that you can come back to. And there are three different ways that we can do this. So one is looking at breath as a nervous system response. So basically, changes in our breath indicate what's going on with our nervous system. We've got something called finger magnets, which we all have. Whether you recognize that or not, I can try and help you understand how that works. And then a technique called direction of ease. And we're going to run through those three main concepts in this video. Okay, so first up, we're going to be looking at using breath as an indicator of nervous system response. So, in its most basic form, when we're running through the drills, mobilizations, whatever it is that we're doing, we can use this for everyday life as well. When you're doing something that your body doesn't particularly like, so say for example you're loading a joint that it's been trying to protect or trying to avoid you using because it's healing, if you then go and use that, there will be a change in your breath. So there might be a change in the volume of breath, so you might start breathing more shallow, you might start breathing deeply, there might be a change in the pace, so you might start breathing quickly, or you might stop breathing altogether just for that split second with that I wasn't quite sure I like that. That's your nervous system telling you you've gone from normal, whatever your normal range is, into a more sympathetic state, so more towards fight or flight. And it's trying to tell you that it doesn't like that. Now, if you're not listening, if you're not aware of that's what's going on, then it's very easy to miss those cues. And this is why it's really important when you're doing these drills, when you're doing these mobilizations, to go through them slowly so that you can really work out where it is that the problem exists. Because that moment when your breath changes, that's the bit that needs to have the work done to it. Okay, so this is a crucial way that you can identify where it is that you need to do the work. Next up is direction of ease. So, traditionally, if something didn't want to go a certain way, so let's say, for example, my neck doesn't particularly want to go this way, normally what we would do is kind of pull here and kind of stretch it and kind of make it move into that direction that it doesn't really want to go in. Your nervous system doesn't feel very safe when it's doing that. So the likelihood is you might get a bit of extra movement in there, but pretty soon it's going to go back because it needs that protection. It didn't feel safe for you to go over there anyway, which is why you have that restriction. So then pull it further to get that increased range of motion. A lot of the time doesn't work in the long term. So direction of ease could be that actually my neck goes really well that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go that way first, and then we're going to go this way. So to give you a real life example, so I'm going to bring my chin down to my chest. Now you will see there is a good 4 fingers distance between there and there. And I can go back and I can look at the ceiling quite comfortably. So I can easily go back this way, and I can't go forward very easily this way. So by using direction of ease to achieve our goal of getting chin closer to chest, actually we're going to hang out here for a little bit. We're going to spend some time. We're going to find that bit that feels comfortable. So it's not my extreme. I'm just going to the point that feels comfortable. And we're just going to sit there for a bit. We're going to sit in this position of ease. And we're going to hang out here. And then we're going to come back. And then we're going to try chin to chest again. Actually, that's 1.5 fingers. So there's an instant improvement, and that's because we worked with our bodies, with our nervous system to keep it safe to achieve the increased range of motion. Lastly, we bring ourselves to finger magnets, and I have to thank Megan Dupree for this terminology. I think she's certainly the first person that I've heard use it, and it's a great piece of terminology. There's lots of other ways of relating and talking about the technique that we're going to use, but I like it because it's really easily accessible for people that aren't in the bodywork profession. Essentially, our fingers are going to do the healing for us. So let's say, for example, I've got something going on my jaw. Okay, we're going to use, I've got a pain around here somewhere, so we're going to use a finger, and we're just going to come around here, and we're going to find where it feels like you're being drawn to. So we are right in here. I have no idea what structure that is. It is not important. Okay, we're going to see if that finger makes it feel better, makes it feel worse, or if there's no change. So if it's no change, that's not the right point. We need to find somewhere else around here. If it's better, great. If it's worse, you don't want to be working on it. Okay, so let's assume this is better. So this is where we want to be. It could be that actually I need to use one of the other fingers. That's fine. You don't want to be using thumbs. If you're finding that your thumb makes something feel better, you need to find something else. Okay, so we're going to work in here. And it could be that this is all you need. And just hanging out here with this finger on this point is going to make whatever sensation, pain that you're enduring diminish. That's great. Sometimes when you're doing this, you might become aware of something else that needs to be paired with it. So basically something that you need to do at the same time. So I'm getting something up here. Okay. So again, it doesn't matter which finger, we're just going to start with a finger. So we're going to come in here, better, worse, no change, no change. We're going to do this one, better, worse, no change, no change. So I'm not on the right spot. So let's go back to the first one. Let's come round. Where am I being drawn to? Here, better, worse, no change, better. So I'm going to hang out with my fingers in these two positions until it feels like the work is done. How does it feel like the work is done? Well, you'll just feel like the magnetism that's here, that's drawing this finger to this point and this finger to this point, stops. And it feels like you can just pull your finger away nice and easily. It might be that they both come off at the same time. It might be that one and then the other. And there's no rhyme or reason as to which way round that happens. But just stick with it as long as is necessary. Now in the video, I'm just doing it like this and doing it for as long as I'm talking for, because you don't want to be sitting here watching me doing this for the next 3-4 minutes, which could be as long as it takes. It could be it takes 20 seconds. You just work with what your body needs. And this is a great way of self-treating when you're at home and you don't have access to a practitioner and you just need to do those little bits that are going on. So hopefully you find those 3 additional self-care techniques useful, in addition to the mobilizations that we are putting out in videos. It goes without saying, hopefully, that if these aren't working and you need additional help, then please just reach out. You can either reach out to me or to any one of the other practitioners that might be closer to you. Okay, have a great day.